Said no hill cutting. Now what isn't this hill cutting and destabilizing the complete hill? Huh? So they can destabilize this whole hill now is destabilized. You know what little heavy rain we get is all going to wash. Okay. Number two, check your regional plan 2001. If this area from the corner, you're right till the end of Anjuna is not shown as settlement. Regional plan 2001, which was notified in 1985. Okay. Third point, what is CRZ? Land influenced by tidal action up to 500 meters from the high tide line. The high tide line spring. Uh, is this land influenced by tidal action or is it stable land? It's not a dune beach like Kalangut or Kolwa. Huni, Palolem and this Anjuna beach are shown as settlement.
In which plan?
Regional plan 2001, which was notified in 1985 December. Check it out. Okay. Now, Adarsh building in Bombay. Why was that not demolished? I intervene in that matter with one word, that not. Land influence or land not influence. Adarsh was built on reclaimed land. Therefore, no problem. 3 chief ministers were thrown out because of that. Nothing happened. Building is still standing, 32 floors. Maybe I am the 33. Huh? So how do we solve this CRZ understanding? It has to be looked at very carefully from all angles. Town and Country Planning Act, Panchayat Act, Land Revenue Code, and science.
But they are saying
And building code.
there is a demolition order against this building or
Demolition order because the judges in NGT also are not accepting. Nobody is bringing these points up. They don't give you a chance to bring. We need experts in the subject. Call people from the Directorate General of Shipping, where the law originally came from in 1981 as an executive order by Indira Gandhi. Bring the nautical scientists from the Directorate General of Shipping. Maybe they can explain it. What the science behind coastal regulation zone is. It comes from Section 5 of UNCLOS, United Nations Convention on Law of the Sea.
but there are any other structure other than Delhi like they
Oh, look, the whole coast, this whole coast, all built later on. No, look,
so how many structures are there?
there's an order I said in 2010, given by High Court for 196 structures to be demolished. Why nothing has taken place on that? Because it's 196, Why demolishing 100? They came twice. That time I intervened, I asked them, just tell me on which day was the high tide line notified and which high tide line. Justice Reyes said, I'm dismissing your application, I'm not accepting it, but then nobody came after that to demolish anything. CRZ has to be looked at very closely, otherwise full Goa is finished. Yes, setbacks will vary. On different beaches, the setback will be different, considering where the land is influenced by tidal action. What is tidal action? The daily ebb and flow of tide. What is the meaning of influence? To gently move. Check your dictionary. So land gently moved by this ebb and flow of tide. This is not a dune beach. Dune beaches, yes, there is a lot of play. You see at Miramar when the sand gathers, when the sand wind speed is more than 12 meters per second, the sand lifts up. And the wind is always playing with the sand. The tide is also playing with the sand, bringing in, sometimes eroding, sometimes accreting. But this is a pocket beach. Anjuna and Palolem are pocket beaches where the coastal energy is coming in straight and going out straight. Here we have these rocks to protect us from the longshore currents. So I can't become your teacher in 10 minutes with the cameras here. But it's time to go to court in a more, in a more organized manner with the proper scientists there to answer questions and dissect this entire CRZ notification, starting with Indira Gandhi's executive order of 1981, November 19.
So today is Carlisle, tomorrow?
Tomorrow maybe the whole coast, no?
Okay.
Huh?
Today is Carlisle, tomorrow can be a whole coast.
Yes. If they continue like this, see, truth is one point. If you try to go shift it towards this side, something else will crop up here. It has to be done. It's a scientific law. It's non-ambiguous. It's very perfect. Before they used to say all ambiguous. Before they're saying even some admirals. There's some in the Times of India you can confirm this. Helicopter walkover. High tide line is a calculation. It's a calculation of elevation of tide, which is high and low on spring, and progenic spring, which is the highest high tide, which happens every 1.5 years. That is the tide to be taken, adding 3 mm for global warming every year, and depends on the development period when the development of that locality is starting. It is not a single thing. It's a whole area. Like that's why this whole area is settlement. This whole area should have had an ODP plan, and infrastructure should be placed, and the development goes accordingly.
So do you have now stop order for this?
I don't know. That the lawyers handling.
They'll go as per order because their counsel was present for the in the Supreme Court.
So they will not.
So they have already informed by their counsel.
Now stop, sir.
Huh? They have to stay. No, they have already. They are doing that for the.
What about the land which they have dug up?
They will take that process further. No, that will come up in the next hearing. Right now, what we wanted is a stay. No.
Do you think the land which they have dug up is illegal? It's against the CRZ.
That is what you will come to. I don't want to point right at this stage. Right now, we got to stay. That will relax. We'll talk to you later on. That's what you
But
want.
Supreme Court has asked you regarding all paper.
अरे खाली घे ना खाली घे ना जरा
Supreme Court stay दिला. See, I claimed to be the owner of 40 to 10. Okay, with respect to that, त्याने ते स्टे केलं.
आणि सध्या कल्लीच बंद उरतले चालू.
हय, कमर्शियल ऍक्टिव्हिटी करपाची ना म्हणून सांगला टिल द हियरिंग.
नेक्स्ट हियरिंग केन्ना बीन कितें
नेक्स्ट वीक आसतले. I will come back to you on that.
ओके
I think Friday it is.
तुमचे कंडिशन कितें आशिल्ली तुम्ही कितें सांगले कोर्टाक
कितें
डेमोलिशन कित्याक करनाका बीन म्हणून
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल स्टे न्हू रे सडनली तुम्ही आता एका घेता 24 म्हणून अशेंच हांवूच ना मरे तेच तुमकां रिपीट तुमी तांकां क्वेश्चन करपाक जाय मिडिया तुमी आतां ताका सांगता बाबा कितें जाला काय म्हणून 24 वरां दिवंक ना मरे तेंच्यांनी आमकां तुमी तांकां विचारपाक जाय बाबा इतकी हरी कित्याक आहा काय म्हणून
नॅचरल जस्टीस मेळोंक
हय कित्याक इतकी हरी कित्याक 24 वरां ना मागीर तूं चिंत मरे कितें आमी ते आय डोंट वॉन्ट टू कॉमेंट तेजेर कांयच उलोवपाचें ना म्हाका फक्त इतकेंच की आमकां स्टे मेळ्ळा रायट नो इतलेंच तुमकां सांगूंक सोदता पॉलिटिकल बी कितें तें हांव कांय सांगूंक शकना म्हाका खबर ना तें हांव खंय उलोवंक शकता हांव ओन्ली हांव हांगा येयला की फक्त लिगली कितें आहा तें उलोवपाक बाकीचें पर्सनल बिसनल आमकां कांय ना फक्त तें तुमी दाखया मरे आतां काडून आतां तुमी फोटो काडून दाखया आनी ती CR जाणान कंप्लेंट करा आतां
पण तुम्ही करचे ना
आतां पळया सी आतां तें तुका हांव सांगूंक शकना आतां पळया आतां ते मागीर उलया ते सद्या आमकां स्टे मेळ्ळा तेजेर आमी सद्या
गोंयाच्या इतिहासान ही अशी कारवाई जाल्या ही पयलीच फावट जाल्या अशी काही फुडें
माझ्या प्रमाणे ॲटलिस्ट टू माय नॉलेज माझ्या प्रमाणे तरी ही पयलेच फावट आयता अशें
सर
माझ्या
अंजुना हातून अशें कितलेशे स्ट्रक्चर आसतले अशें अगेन्स्ट ऑर्डरूय आसतले आनी कल्लीच टार्गेट
ते तुमकां खबर आसा तुमी काडा मरे सोदून आतां कळ्ळें तुमकां अशें करता म्हणून तुमी सोदून काडपाचें हें म्हाजें न्हू इट इज ऑथॉरिटीचें न्हू हांव हांगा बाबा म्हाज्या क्लायंटाचें उलोवपाक येयला म्हाका दुसऱ्याचें उलोवपाचें ना पूण ही केस कोण कशें केलें तें तुमकां कळलें तुमी फायंड आउट करून हेजेच कडेन कशें इलिगल कन्स्ट्रक्शन
केस केन्ना घातलेली
हां
केस केन्ना घातलेली पोलिसाची
खंयसर
ही पोलिसाची
2016 ऑर्डर दिल्ली न्ही
16 घातलेली ती
आणि कोस्टल झोन मॅनेजमेंट ऑर्डर दिली 2016
16 दिली
डेमोलिशन ऑर्डर तेन्ना जालें
तेजेर आमी अपील केल्लें
एनजीटी
हय ती परत ते अपील आतां ते आमी तेजें डिसमीस केलें ऑन 7th पयर डिसमीस केलें तेजेर आमी आतां आनी ती आमकां ऑर्डर मेळ्ळ्या 8 तारखेक एकाक आमी आयज विथीन 24 hours अपील करून मेन्शन करून आमच्या आयकल्या आनी कोर्टान ती स्टे दिली टील नेक्स्ट हियरिंग
सर किनारपट्टी भागान आनीक अश्यो खुबश्यो बेकायदेशीर